You know, what if the real secret to being a great speaker isn't about having a perfect script? What if it's actually about making people feel something? That's what we're diving into today. How to build that real emotional connection that makes what you say totally unforgettable.
Okay, think about this for a second. When you're talking to someone, or maybe a group, do you ever get that feeling that you're just talking at them? Like the words are just bouncing off? Don't you want people to actually hear you, not just let it go in one ear and out the other?
Right? Because there's a world of difference between just hearing something and actually feeling it. That feeling, that's what makes a message stick. It's what gets people to lean in, you know? They start connecting not just with your ideas, but with you.
And really, that's the whole point, isn't it? For people to remember what you said long after you stop talking. So if that's what you want, you are in exactly the right place. Let's jump into the game plan.
All right, we're going to break this down into 5 key parts. First up, we'll talk about the real power of emotion. Then, how to use your voice like an instrument. After that, we'll get into speaking with clarity and purpose, the secret to being authentic, and finally, how to keep getting better. Let's do it.
Okay, so let's start at the very beginning, the foundation of all of this, emotion. And I'm not talking about some fluffy, nice-to-have thing. No, emotion is the absolute key. It's what makes your words actually matter.
Just look at the difference here. On one side, you've got the robot speaker. Same tone, same speed, zero feeling. The information could be genius, but nobody's listening, right? But then look at the other side. The emotional speaker uses excitement, pauses. They're connecting directly with people's hearts. It's night and day.
And that's really the core idea. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. Emotion is what makes your speech feel alive. It turns a boring list of facts into something dynamic, something real. So, okay, if emotion is the secret ingredient, how do we actually serve it up? Well, it starts with our number one tool, our voice. Seriously, think of it like a musical instrument. You have to learn how to play it. And that's where something called voice modulation comes in.
So what exactly is voice modulation? It sounds complicated, but it's not. It's just changing up your voice to fit the situation. You know, tweaking your tone, your speed, your volume. It's basically the opposite of that boring, monotone voice that makes everyone want to take a nap.
And here are 3 super simple ways you can start doing this right now. 1. When you get to a really important point, just slow down. It adds so much weight. 2. If you're talking about something exciting, let your voice get excited too. Match that energy. And 3, and this one is huge, use pauses. A little bit of silence gives your words room to breathe and really land with people. This is the mindset shift you've got to make. You're not just speaking, you're performing your words. You're giving them the life and energy they need to make an impact.
Okay, but all the emotion in the world won't help if nobody understands what you're saying, right? A powerful delivery has to have a clear message. If people are confused, it's game over. So that brings us to our next big idea, speaking with clarity and purpose. It's all about being simple, clear, and impactful.
And getting clear is actually pretty straightforward. It boils down to a few key habits. First, say your words clearly. Mumbling is the enemy of impact. Second, watch your speed. If you talk too fast, people can't keep up. And third, and this is a big one, just use simple language. So many of us fall into this trap, right? We use big, complicated words because we think it makes us sound smart. But trust me, your audience just wants simplicity. When you speak clearly and simply, it shows you're confident and that you respect their time. And thinking about simplicity like that naturally leads you to your purpose. Before you even start talking, you gotta ask yourself this one crucial question. What do I want to give my audience? Is it a new idea? Is it a feeling of motivation? What's the takeaway?
Because when you're crystal clear on that purpose, man, everything else just clicks into place. Your energy gets focused, your confidence shoots up, and your delivery just gets stronger because you know exactly why you're there. All right, now we're getting to what might be the most important piece of this entire puzzle. Authenticity. It's about being a real person, not some perfect polished robot. People connect with people. So how do you do that? How do you be authentic? Well, it's about speaking in your own style. Just be yourself. Don't try to copy someone else. People can spot a fake a mile away, and the second they do, they check out. If you want a real connection, you have to be real.
Seriously, if you remember only one thing from our chat today, let it be this. People want connection, not perfection. They're not there to see a flawless performance. They're there to connect with another human being. Your quirks, your unique style, that's all part of the magic. Okay, so how do we take all this stuff and actually get better? The answer isn't just practice, practice, practice. The real secret is practicing with self-awareness.
You kind of have to become your own coach. A great way to do this is to record yourself speaking. And then, and this is the hard part, listen back. Ask yourself honest questions. Where do I sound boring? Where does my energy just die? And where is what I'm saying just not clear?
Because here's the truth, you only start to really improve when you can hear your own mistakes. That's self-awareness, that's the engine that's going to drive all your progress.
So when you put it all together, when you embrace emotion, you master your voice, you speak with clarity, you're unapologetically you, and you practice with awareness, that's when you make that huge leap. You stop being just a speaker, and you become a truly powerful communicator. And let's wrap up with this final thought. At the end of the day, people might forget the exact words you used, but they will never forget how you made them feel. That feeling, that's what they carry with them, and that is the true measure of your impact.